On this episode, we are going to talk all things wedding trends. Weddings are getting smaller, and we're going to discuss why that is and how that can actually be a benefit.
The grown-up flower men.
And the beer boys.
And the beer boys.
Always love a good entrance. And we're also going to discuss trends that maybe you should definitely not do.
Steer clear.
Steering clear of those ones.
All loved up and ready to propose? Or maybe you're searching for the perfect wedding ring. My Jewellery Shop are your engagement and wedding ring experts. At My Jewellery Shop, it's your time to shine. Gold Coast Highway, Nobby Beach, and myjewelleryshop.com.au. Moira Major and Nikki Amos.
We pronounce you unfiltered. Welcome to another episode of We Pronounce You.
Unfiltered.
Nikki and Moira talking all things weddings.
Yes, Moise.
Now, I thought we'd look at the trends of weddings leading into 2026, wedding season. Usually around that springtime, that kind of is when because people don't really want to get married in winter a lot of the time. They want to have beautiful sunny days. I mean, this is on the Gold Coast, of course. This is where we're doing our podcast from, so that's kind of that. But we are going to talk about some of the trends as well. So if you are planning a wedding, there are some ideas with these trends that you could consider.
Yeah.
So weddings are getting smaller.
Yes, but very noticeably so.
Yes. Why do you think that is?
Well, I just think, the economic climate's not great.
No.
But I think then it allows people to be more specialised in what they are presenting for their friends. It's not just the big buffet table with it's more everything's more personalised, I find.
And I think people are figuring out that they don't have to invite every single person in their life.
That's right. And like you said last time, in our first episode, you said that was one thing you actually.
That's the biggest regret I had.
Yeah,
was inviting all of these people
that some you've never seen again.
I would never have seen again, and I felt obligated.
Yes.
To invite them, and I think also with COVID, it showed that. Because obviously weddings had to be capped and even some people weren't, you can still accommodate people from around the world who can't be there. So you can do your video streaming, you can do all that kind of stuff. So, inviting all the family from overseas doesn't necessarily, and financially can't happen for many people as well. So weddings are getting scaled down. They're becoming more personal, more intimate as well. Fewer guests means that you can spend more money on the people who are there.
Yeah, that's right. The ones that are really important to you.
So you mentioned as well in one of the last episodes, it's around $200 per head, usually for a wedding. So to actually have those people who you care deeply for, you've got to think about it. Is this person worth $200? Like you really do.
I know.
You do have to think about it.
Absolutely.
Now, there's some venues as well, actually many venues will make you use eco-conscious sort of things like confetti and things like that.
Yeah, well, you can't really do the confetti anymore,
No.
unless you've got the rice paper that's biodegradable. Yes, or the kids can literally eat it off the floor.
It's exactly right. Because whose kid ate the confetti and ruined it for everybody? There has to be some child out there who choked on confetti and then that rule was made. So there are ones that basically you throw it in the air, it looks beautiful in the photos, but when it hits the ground, it is biodegradable and it goes into the whatever else.
But even coming down to centerpieces now, they're putting fruit and things like this in it, or edible flowers in cocktails and things like that. So it's very much, you can't have plastic anywhere.
No.
So it's got to be paper, cardboard, wooden.
Yeah. There is actually some confetti, and I'm trying to remember the name of the brand, but maybe double check it if you are planning on this. One of the confettis that was used in a wedding, I was warned by somebody, another celebrant, who said never use that confetti because it actually gets stuck to your shoes. Have you seen
or
this?
your skin.
Or your skin. So it actually attaches itself, and
even especially if you're schwitzing for the day, which you do.
So you're going to be biodegradable but covered in confetti, like one of those people rolled in feathers.
Yeah.
So make sure you do that as well. The flowers, use flowers from your own garden even.
Yes.
That's a great way to cut down on some of the money that you would be using.
Florists like that. I mean, flowers are expensive.
Yes.
Just in general.
Yes.
Let alone mentioning the W word.
The W word.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Also as well, finding the trend of people really personalising the bonbonniere.
Yes.
or whatever it is that they've got at the
Or
reception.
the plaque,
Yes.
the
Arbor.
not only the arbor, but like when they first walk in and they've got that perspex
Yes.
thing that's got their names and the date and everything written on it. There's that, which you never really
No,
never
stubby
did before.
coolers with their names on it. What else have we had? But I think Temu and places like that where you can actually personalise things for a lot cheaper.
For cheap
Or
as
maybe your
chips.
auntie's got a cricket machine or a cricket machine. My husband's got one. That you can personalise that stuff yourself.
Yes.
So it is actually easier now. I remember we used to have to send it away somewhere and it'd take forever and it'd be
And
frightfully
cost you,
expensive.
yeah,
Whereas now it's just literally you can do it at home
Yeah.
and do those things to save that cost. Bold colours, unexpected florals, all that kind of stuff.
Yes, and also same colours.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, you see these weddings where they have like 8 bridesmaids.
Yes.
They're all in the same beautiful colour or a shade of the colour. So I've seen it in both ways. I've seen it the same colour but different dresses.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've seen it in a variation of colours but the same dress. So
We don't want to go back to the 80s as well with that trend of the bridesmaid. Remember it was looked like curtains?
yeah.
Or
And the big
huge
puffy shop.
Oh, my Lord.
you could literally rest your head and
have a little
snooze
nap
on one of those.
through the ceremony. It is quite funny looking at some of the dresses over the time as well, like the 60s, what they were like, all the...
The rouge, remember the rouge?
Oh, my Lord. What was that movie? Is it 27 Dresses?
Yes.
That's a great movie.
That is an excellent
If
movie.
you are a bride, you should watch that just to
definitely.
laugh.
Yeah,
Because it's a fantastic movie. Other things as well that people are putting more surprises into their weddings, like performances. I've seen
coming down the aisle.
Yeah, I've seen a number of different people organise artists to come and perform at the reception as a surprise, or you've got making it a bit more creative, a bit more non-traditional, which
Yes.
is great.
The dad's not the only one walking the bride
Yes,
down the...
that's another big thing, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of weddings, it doesn't happen like that.
No.
Or it's the mother and the father, or it's the brother. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily just the dad.
Yep.
The dancing down the aisles or having the beer boys.
Okay, the Beer Boys, recently had a
yes.
wedding where the groom and the two groomsmen put on their beer. But
the beer
it's like
can.
a beer caddy that goes
Yeah.
around your waist, and they turned up and they were passing the beers out to everybody, and it was just great. It really broke that. But then you've also the new trend of the grown up flower guy
Yes.
who comes down the aisle, flicking rose petals everywhere and just sashaying a lot of the time.
Hamming it up like it's nothing else. I did a wedding with one of those and
you?
it was hilarious. And it just shifts the mood, doesn't it?
And it
really?
just sets that vibe as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I did see a horrible situation where a bride and groom, I did see this online, they organised for someone because they were wrestling fans.
Oh.
They organised someone to come along and pretend to be you can't marry her, and you got amazing acting.
Yeah.
And then at the progress, and everyone's standing there going, what is going on? And then the bride walked down the aisle with a chair and smacked him on the back of his head.
Brilliant.
And it was like, for those who are into wrestling, I think if you're going to do, you've got to pick your crowd though as well.
Can you imagine Grandma? Grandma's like, what the hell's going on?
Nana's running for the hills. Or running after the bride, going, you can't do that on your wedding day. So there are obviously some interesting trends that maybe we shouldn't look at. We are going to continue talking trends after the break, talk about receptions, talk about those trends, how Temu can be your best friend, and also changing shoes and changing dresses to head into the reception. Now, we've all got jewellery just sitting around. Maybe it's old pieces that are out of fashion, or maybe it's actually heirlooms that have been handed down to you. Someone, very loved has passed something on to you as well. My jewellery shop can actually breathe new life into old jewellery.
If you need help and you want someone that you can trust, bring in your near-forgotten pieces and redesign them into the now while still maintaining that sentimental importance.
So you can take something old, add your special touch, even create something new. Great for bringing in family into a new relationship and a new wedding as well. Now, you don't actually have to live on the Gold Coast. You can always just check it out on the website, which is good. But at My Jewellery Shop, it is your time to shine.
Gold Coast Highway, Nobby Beach. And you can find them at myjewelryshop.com.au or on Instagram as well.
All loved up and ready to propose? Or maybe you're searching for the perfect wedding ring. My Jewelry Shop are your engagement and wedding ring experts. At My Jewelry Shop, it's your time to shine. Gold Coast Highway, Nobby Beach, and myjewelryshop.com.au.
What other trends are happening at the moment? Using more dynamic lighting as technology is obviously getting easier to access. Not so many live bands anymore.
No, I would agree with you on that one. A lot of DJs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And even a
DJs.
lot of people just using their Spotify list.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, and no disrespect to DJs, because some are really amazing and get the crowd going. But if you've got that guy that's just pressing buttons, you'd be mostly disappointed that you go, well, we could have done that on Spotify.
Well, there was actually a wedding I went to years and years and years ago, and I was just, I think I did a reading at the wedding, but at the reception, the DJ was like, nah, it's 11 o'clock, I'm gone. So therefore, everyone was still in full mode. So they said to me, oh, you work in radio, can you go and put some music on? And I was like, no, I don't do that on radio. Like,
no, I talk.
I talk. Don't make me press buttons, I'll break something. So those, I guess it all does come down to cost, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it does.
And ways to make it more intimate, not so traditional, people lightening up a little bit as well, I think.
Yeah. And look, you can get your duos and your solo artists, but they've really got to be given it.
Yeah.
Aren't they? You don't want someone singing sad sack.
No. No.
we want dancing.
So Tears for Fears in the background. Another thing as well, people are changing what a reception is. It doesn't have to be what it used to be, where, you have your sit-down dinner, your three-course meal, everything else.
Oh, and bride on one side, groom's
on the
other. It's not. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, they're changing that so that, and traditionally, when you are doing the ceremony, the bride is on your right-hand side as a celebrant and your groom is on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
That's tradition.
Yeah.
But now that can change dramatically.
But even having that table up the front where they're on display, not everyone loves that.
No.
It's quite daunting having everyone just watch you eat.
Stare at you eating at the end of the day. And there are brides who will just have their table, just the two of them together, or that table is tacked on to where the parents are.
Yes.
So it is actually nice to share a meal together as opposed to thinking, like you said, you're up on show, sort of sitting there by yourselves. I think that's the big things is it's money and it's making it personal.
Yeah.
And it's making it things that, you want it to be a celebration, but you also want it to be an occasion. You don't want it to be what you think it has to be. It can be whatever you want.
That's right.
You don't have to do the first dance. You don't have to do all that kind of stuff, whatever. Just do what makes you happy.
And I think that's where people get lost more is they just think, oh, well, this is the format of a wedding. This is what we have to do. But the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
You can make it, like I said, whatever you want to make it. Look at me. I was, camping.
Yes. Yes.
And then the big ballrooms and that's fine if that's what they want to do.
If that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
I danced with my dad at my wedding, and that is still one of my favourite memories is dancing with Dad. Because I always thought the father-daughter dance was a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got that from. But then I was like, oh, we're going to do the father-daughter dance. And I was like, what's that? I'm like, well, it's father-daughter dance. But I just thought that's just something that I wanted to incorporate into it. Sort of him handing, offloading me to my then and now husband.
Freudian slip.
But also we did get changed from our shoes. We went into thongs.
This is a thing. And I've seen it a lot. God, poor us. We suffered through our.
So we did high heels, obviously, for the girls. And then after that, I changed into a pair of flats that were like sparkles. So they were like disco balls. Yeah. And then the girls, I think I'd organised them shoes. And then the boys were in the normal shoes and then changed into cons.
Yeah,
which was actually really cool.
And so practical,
comfortable.
So much better.
Because that's where the party is.
But you know what else? The dress.
Yes.
Did you know there's like a second dress now?
This is a big, big thing.
Yes.
The girls are getting changed from their tradition. And some people, I think there was one influencer that I saw who had like 6 dresses.
Get out.
It was too much.
Oh, that's a lot.
It was like a dress for the ceremony, 3 dresses, different dresses for the photos, dress for the entry to the reception,
that's
dress
a
for
bit
dancing, dress for afterwards. I think my mum and dad, I think it was tradition back in when they got married, it would have been the going away dress.
Yes, absolutely right.
And that's not a thing now as well.
No,
so that used to be that everyone would gather at the end and the bride would get changed into something beautiful and then they'd drive off in the car with the cans hanging off the back. I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, never. But, you're right. When sometimes the dress is uncomfortable.
Yes.
Tight.
Hot, heavy.
Heavy.
Very
Yes,
heavy.
Going to the toilet is not fun.
Oh,
we
guys,
all
you
know
gotta
how
try
that rolls.
that,
And
yeah.
you've got 2 bridesmaids in there holding
And
everything
there's
up
hoops
for you.
and tulle and toilet paper and I don't know if you even reach the toilet, but yeah.
That's right. You could, that's right.
The exit is also another trend. People doing sparklers, people doing, what else?
How did you exit?
You know what? We just left.
Yeah. Well, we did the second time. The first time they did the arch thing.
Oh, the
how
arch
they do
thing,
the arch?
yep.
Most people.
But I think a lot of our guests left before us.
Yeah.
Because I think they'd had a big afternoon.
Well, you did say you served drinks.
We served
early.
drinks at the ceremony, so that's where the big afternoon came in. But yes, well, we hope you've enjoyed this. Maybe there's some trends that you'd like to share with us. What's making your wedding unique? If you find different trends as well, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
And even I think we need to touch on as well some of the traditions you can do during the weddings, some of the rituals as well. That might be a great thing for one of
Rituals
our
are
next
great,
episodes.
yes.
So rituals as in lighting candles. There's a whole heap of different ones that we can do. So that might be our next one.
What about some trends that are not very favourable? Should
Okay.
we chat about some of those?
Well, tiaras.
Yes. Tiaras.
Brides no
versus
longer- yeah,
no.
never.
And even sort of not even really flowers.
No,
in the hair.
in the hair.
It's a lot of like bling and beading and
Very
things,
natural
isn't it?
as well.
Yes.
Having a dog involved in your ceremony. Thoughts?
Well, I've done
have I.
I've done lots of weddings with dogs. I mean, people love their pets.
Yeah.
They're just like their kids. So, again, that's probably another thing we can touch on in a future podcast because, they need to employ someone who's going to bring
There's
the
actually
dog.
companies
There
that
is.
do look after
Yeah,
them for
bring
that
them
day.
there for them.
And also I had some French Bulldog bridesmaids, which was absolutely hilarious. They were in chilled little skirts.
Yes.
It was just the best. How funny is it? We're just reading this article as well from BuzzFeed. Number 10, I hate when the bridal party wear Converse. Shove that up your jacksie.
I reckon too.
If you're having a formal wedding, do it all the way. In formal weddings, okay, whatever. Naming the reception tables, as in places that they've travelled. I like that.
yeah, it's unique. It's
It'd
different.
be movies that they
Who
love.
are these people?
These
I
people
think these
are crap.
boring.
Yes, fake flowers. Okay, no, we all agree on that.
Yeah.
Vases with marble rocks and floating candles. Yeah.
Signs that rhyme.
Oh gosh.
Love is sweet. Take a treat.
Oh no. Oh, anything written on a chalkboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Definitely.
And what do you think about the garter toss and that? I'm not privy a lot to the reception, and you get to do them at the.
I do,
So what
yes.
is that like?
I've never done a garter toss. I've done the flowers before, but I've never done the garter toss. I don't know. Actually, no, I lie. I have. And it was awkward because the guy, so the deal is the bride sits down on a chair, the groom gets down in front of her on his knees, basically puts his head under a skirt. That's when it got awkward. That was when I was like, hey.
And you've just got 2 shoes.
Yeah,
hanging
you got
out
2
'cause the
shoes
dress
and you're like,
entirely
I don't want to know
encompasses
what's
it.
happening here. And then he tosses it to all the single guys. With the bouquet toss, that's supposed to be to all the single women.
Yes.
Usually always played to Single Ladies by Beyonce.
Yeah.
Always. One thing, make sure that the water is out of the bouquet of flowers.
Oh,
That is
tip,
actually
hot
happening.
tip.
Hot tip. Throwing the bouquet of flowers with water in it is a hot mess. And also watching. Okay, one trend I do hate, which I hate's a horrible word, but I have to admit it, is when the bride goes to throw the bouquet and turns around and hands it to someone, and then their partner proposes to them at the wedding.
Yeah, that's a bit.
What do you think?
Yeah, you're stealing the moment.
it just doesn't seem
It doesn't seem authentic.
back in your lane.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%. I'm with you on that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Let us know what you think as well. Comments, messages. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much, Nikki.
Thank you, Moise.
All loved up and ready to propose? Or maybe you're searching for the perfect wedding ring. My Jewellery Shop are your engagement and wedding ring experts. At My Jewellery Shop, it's your time to shine. Gold Coast Highway, Nobby Beach, and myjewelleryshop.com.au.
Woodwork Podcasts.